People who are into marketing and advertising have known for a long time how important the visual is. They know that human beings are mostly visual creatures. We're attracted by bright and beautiful things. Grabs our attention. God's known that for centuries. God's known that since before the beginning of time. And in this powerful story of Moses being attracted by this vision of a burning bush, and he's mesmerized by it, he's mystified by it, he's attracted immediately to it, curious. And in that moment, as God attracts him, then God's got the hook. And he gives him his job, gives him his mission. And then that dynamic that we've all experienced, I think, in our lives, that we see throughout the scriptures, that we saw last Sunday as well, in the story of the prophet Amos, who, before the priest, the high priest at Bethel, this famous shrine in the northern kingdom of Israel, says to Amos, this upstart prophet from the south, this country bumpkin, go back home. Go where you came from. Don't prophesy here. If you want to prophesy, fine, but do it back in the south. And I love Amos's response. It's almost Moses' response as well in our reading today. Amos says, I didn't ask for this job. Does that sound familiar to some of us who are here? I didn't ask for this job. I didn't want to be a prophet. I was very happy being a shepherd and a dresser of fig trees. And he says to the priest, but God took me from the flock and from the orchard and said, prophesy to my people Israel. So that's why I'm here, a Messiah, and that's why I'm not going back to the south. Moses also says, in a sense, I didn't ask for this job. I'm not qualified for this job. And God answers him with a very simple phrase that almost gets lost. He says to Moses, when Moses comes up with all of these objections as to why he's not the right man for the job, God simply says, I will be with you. And that seems to be enough for Moses. And that needs to be enough for us. I will be with you. It's that establishment. After God attracts, he establishes this powerful, intimate, and close relationship with those that he attracts to him. We like the attraction phase. That's the fun phase. That's the easy phase. The hard phase is when he gives us a difficult job to do, and when he invites us into himself, into his heart, into his very being, to be intimately connected to him. And that's how Jesus can say in the gospel today that he chooses the childlike. He speaks to us what has been hidden from the wise and the learned. He has revealed to pretty simple folks. That includes you, and it includes me. And we'll come up with all kinds of reasons why God should have chosen somebody else to do what we're doing. But God will hear none of it. But he does promise, the same promise that he gave Moses, I will be with you. And that's enough.